So I just read the article on IndieWire. Critics name Inglourious Basterds Quentin Tarantino's greatest film. And guess what? They're right. Okay, so we have to examine it a little further, a little deeper, all right? Inglourious Basterds came out 2009. This was his comeback film, believe it or not. Yes, for Quentin Tarantino, Inglourious Basterds was his comeback film. You have to understand, in 2007, he released, along with Robert Rodriguez, Grindhouse. His movie Grindhouse was Death Proof. Death Proof bombed in the States, believe it or not. It was a big hit overseas in England, but it bombed in the States. Now, I wouldn't have known it because when I saw it in the theaters that first opening weekend, it was a smash hit. The theater was packed. It was like a big party, okay? And it delivered. It was so fucking thrilling, it delivered. But it bombed. Now, Inglourious Basterds was the comeback film. Inglourious Basterds, he had been writing it for 10 years. And that was his war movie. And I remember at the time, right before it was released, everyone was wondering, what's going to be Tarantino's take on the war genre? And while it's not necessarily an explicit and direct World War II movie, it's his take on it. It's Quentin Tarantino doing a World War II movie. And you have the cool dialogue scenes. You have the suspenseful scenes. More than one. And the film is monumental in his career for several reasons. You have the discovery of Christoph Waltz, who plays just a legendary character in Colonel Landa. Just a beast. And then you have the opening scene, the opening sequence, which is, for my money, much better than the opening sequence in Pulp Fiction. Even though I wasn't, at Cannes when it was released, or I wasn't, I was like 5 years old when Pulp Fiction came out. But I imagine that the opening sequence and how I felt in Inglourious Basterds, I imagine that's how people felt when Pulp Fiction came out. Okay, but the reason that this one is so powerful, Inglourious Basterds opening sequence, is because we have so much tension in that scene. It's like Sergio Leone doing, it's like Sergio Leone times a million, man. You have that farmhouse. You have that farmer chopping down that tree. You have his beautiful daughters who are scared. You have Shoshana running away at the last shot. You have that music swelling as Colonel Landa aims at her and then all of a sudden just drops it. And then also we have the unspoken tension because we know what he's there for, and we know that Shoshana and her family are hiding underneath the floorboards. So it's just so damn tense. And then you have the strudel scene where Colonel Landa re-meets Shoshana again, and we're not sure if he remembers her, but she definitely remembers him. Then you have the Shoshana character, and how she takes over that movie theater, and she's hiding in plain sight, kind of. Then you have the introduction of Brad Pitt's character, and how him and his group of the bastards, they take scalps, and it's just so interesting. And also, it's Quentin in a new world, a new territory. Before that, he did the gangster genre, crime genre, of course. But I feel like every time he does something new, where he steps into a new world, like martial arts, Kill Bill, like Death Proof, where you step into a straight up thriller, or Inglourious, or Django, the slave western. Every time he does new material in a new world, it's so entertaining and it's so exciting, and he challenges himself and he kills it every time. So that's definitely that's my favorite Quentin, when Quentin does something new in a new world. And yeah, the critics are not wrong with this one. Inglourious Basterds is his masterpiece, and he knows it. Peace!